How's everything? My name is Suhaib. I'll be giving you some tips once a week on the supply chain world. Today I have decided to give some tips when it comes to the Incoterm. Reason for doing that, many people, they have good idea when it comes to Incoterms, however, they don't fully understand when and how to use them, and what part does the risk start and what part does the risk finish. Okay, I will try my best to keep the videos short and effective. However, please don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any comments and questions, please list them below. It's really important. It's really important for me that you share your comments and questions. What are Incoterms? Incoterms basically stands for International Commercial Terms. So basically, they are terms which are recognized globally. Doesn't matter what part of the world you are, it's the same terms and conditions. Okay, in other words, how far will the supplier, he can be also the shipper, is willing to deliver your goods. Today I'm going to simply just take two Incoterms and I'm going to try to explain them as much as I can. Okay. Why do we use Incoterms? Okay. Incoterms are used basically to decide how the shipment will be handled. As I had said previously, how much does the seller, how much risk does he bear? Also the same for the buyer. I will speak about two different Incoterms. They are very important to know and fully understand. They are one, DAP, which is delivery at place. Previously people used to say door to door. I'm sure a lot of you have heard that. You know, as we go on every year, some of the Incoterms actually change. Now, again, I will go ahead and explain the DAP, delivery at place, and X works. In some areas, they call it X factor. Okay, delivery at place, basically, it's saying that the supplier or the seller will go ahead and handle your shipment from his factory all the way to your warehouse or whatever you decide you want to deliver the goods. Now, what are the risks he's handling? Basically, he's gonna bear the risk of loading the items, making sure they arrive to the seaport. He will choose whichever shipping line will suit him. At the same time, he will deliver it to your port of discharge, and he will custom clear it and deliver it. Now, as a buyer, you still have some risk. The DAP doesn't mean that you're zero risk. It just means you minimize it. The three risks that you need to consider about, the seller is not responsible for the insurance, custom duty. Okay, basically the three risk factors that a buyer has to keep in mind: custom duties, and insurance. Basically, in other words, besides the insurance, anything, the seller will present you official invoices from the ports that's got to be managed, besides of course the terminal handling charges and etc. and the port fees that's going to have to be dealt by the actual buyer. This when it comes to delivery at place. Now let's move on to X works. X works basically means the buyer purchased the goods and he requested from the actual seller to only load the goods on to the container of choice, which the buyer will go ahead and select an agent or whatever he chooses to manage the shipment by his own if he has the experience, and sends it to the actual seller and the buyer, all he has to do is load it and seal it. The rest of the risk is on the actual buyer. Now, people might say, when should I use DAP or Xworks? Simply just take a look on your organization. This is my advice. Now, do you have an organization that's well organized to take the risk? Or should you pass on the risk on to an agent, a freight forwarder, that might make some profit, or even better, the actual seller? That's a choice that you should make. Thank you very much. And once again, if you have any questions, please list them below. Comments, extremely important. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.